I've been training so hard and been so dedicated to this. This to me is going to be one of probably my biggest accomplishment in life. And it's for him.
Seth Witherup was inspired to join the military from a young age. His dad, Ron, was in the Air Force. And when he showed up to Seth's school in the 3rd grade with his uniform on, his son was beaming with pride.
He grabbed me and pulled me around and showed me to every single one of his, I got late to the base and got in trouble because he took an hour to show me to every one of his teachers, every one of his friends, and he was so proud of me that day.
Seth would eventually join the Marines. As much as he wanted to excel at a young age, he wanted to excel in his career.
A Marine Corps Ironman is a Marine who has a perfect fitness score. And he had it 2 years in a row, and in his squadron, his picture was up there as the only one who was a Marine Corps Ironman in his squadron.
A son's athletic prowess challenged his dad to exercise more too. Through technology, they tracked each other to find out how many calories each was burning every day, and they made a friendly competition about it, even though Ron was in the United States and Seth was in Japan.
Without fail, my watch would ding every time I woke up. He burned 7,000 calories. Good. Now I know what I have to go do on the treadmill to compete, to beat him, and I'd do 7,002. That ding was our way of connecting.
That made it all the more difficult when it didn't happen anymore.
One of the things I remember the most is I kept waiting for that ding to happen, and it never did.
On February 21st, 2019, Ron got the phone call that a parent with a child in the military never wants to get.
It was 4 o'clock in the morning, and my phone rang. There was a sergeant on it and said, "I'm standing outside your door. Can you let us in?" I looked at my wife immediately and said, "Seth's fast." I knew right then and there. It was the worst day of my life. Absolutely the worst day of my life.
Seth took his own life, caused from post-traumatic stress syndrome. He was just 21 years old.
I went dark. I went into some deep, dark places that, I needed help to get out of.
But Ron found a way to pick himself back up through running.
When I found running again, it's what I needed to really find that outlet to really start to get out of that hole that I was in.
He started training for the Marine Corps Marathon, which he would finish. He kept running, even with degenerative knee arthritis. And then he realized that he wanted to push himself even more for Seth.
I have to do it for him. I have to go do this for him so that we both can have that connection of being Ironman.
This will be Ron's first, and he says likely his only Ironman. He's been training for the past 18 months, picking up biking and swimming, which he'd never done before.
I can do this. I can get this done.
Ron's goal is simple: finish. He knows that would make Seth proud. And he knows Seth will be with him through this Ironman.
So he's there pushing me. He's there motivating me. And he is going to be the driving force pushing me through this Ironman. It's going to be the greatest physical achievement of my life, but he's going to be there to make sure I finish. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. Yeah. But, yeah, they say get used to getting kicked in the face and get used to.
Oh my God, I got so kicked.
That was a lot different than training. The bike's my hardest discipline. If I can get off the bike in time and not get qualified, I'll be okay.
Ron barely missed the cutoff.
No, unfortunately, I'm a DNF.
But he wouldn't quit.
I came here to run and compete in an Ironman for Seth. I'm going to keep going. The course is still open. So
Ron took to the marathon course, 26.2 miles to the finish.
For Seth, we're going to go rock this.
Go, Ron! Woo! Get her done, brother!
As official finishers came through one by one, Ron wouldn't be one of them.
Seth would be so proud. He really would be.
He missed the 22-mile cutoff time, but still, refused to give up.
Yeah.
The final participant, making his way through McEwen Park around midnight.
I know I don't have an official finish, but so many people, understandably, dropped out. I'm finishing this. I'm finishing an Ironman for Seth. Oh.
Ironman gave Ron an American flag to walk down that final stretch on Sherman Avenue towards that finish line. He was overcome with emotion. Maybe the true testament of an Ironman isn't just finishing before the cutoff times. Maybe it's the will to keep going. Official or not, Ron is an Ironman. And he did it for his son, Seth. I'm Karthik Venkatraman from 2 Sports.